And let's get going. Good. So just a nice little warming up on the in standing. We're going to rid of this one for a second because it's hard to see on there. So one foot of your right, one foot of your left. And then before we start, just check your feet in alignment, see where we're starting from. A little bend and stretch into the legs. And we're going to do a forward roll. Chin gently tucking under. Exhale. And off you go down to forward bend. Nice little head down. You could bring your arms from side to side if you feel this helping or feels good. And then if you're ready, chin tucking under, tailbone coming back in the middle, using a bit of the core to coming back up. Just to see where we started here as the first time. And by opening just the legs, or on the feet, it will improve so much onto your lower back too. So on the ball, just a nice gentle rolling forward and rolling back. Feel which is good. Might feel a little bit ticklish, might feel just right. And then definitely the good weather helps with the hardness. Feels nice, and I kind of feel it. Maybe I can't talk on behalf of you, but I feel it's okay. I can manage this. Nice little forward rolling. See if you can put a bit more pressure on it as it comes and goes. Exhale and inhale to just start coming back. And if you can, think about the pelvic floor in a low level, 20% engagement. Good. Let's switch to the other leg. Just warming up gently. The beginning feels really ticklish, isn't it? And you start seeing if you can put some pressure down onto that. Exhale and inhale. Push it down. Roll through the heel to the toes. Well done. One more to go. And we're coming to sideways. So bringing the ball back onto the right leg. And then we're opening to side and forward and backwards. Forward and backwards. As you're moving forward, cleaning up here and there. So you could do a bit more faster. Standing onto that leg nice and tall. Think about lengthening still to the other legs, taking the weight so nicely. One more. I'm going to do the same onto the opposite leg. So just to the side. Opening knee and go a bit sideways to go through a bit onto the. Good. Forward and backward. Well done. And then we step back. So push a little bit to the side. Then I'm going to fall over. We're going into the inner foot. So you just go through lifting and going to the edge. Be gentle with this part. And then you could do a bit more the inner part. And then you could do again the outer part. And you could go to the inner part. Good. And then switch to the other side. You can hold on to something. I started holding on to this one just to show you. So if it's easier to holding on to somewhere, change to the other leg as well. This the outer side. Rotate it to the inner. Good. Start feeling nice. And do again, one more out, a few times. And then one more inwards. Good. And again, just push away the left one step back. See your feet. Just wiggle around the toes. I really like the feedback of this. It's really, I feel like it's so nicely opened up. Okay, back to the big ball to the right on your toes. So just the heel down, on your toes and have a little press down and release. Have a little press and release. Few more. And we're going a little bit out and in, out, in, out, in, and back in the middle. Gonna switch to the other side. So the same, push the heel down, open your toes, and have a little press down, and do the same, rolling in and out. So it's a movement onto the ankles, but also working onto the toes. Nice little pressure points down again. Then I will start wiggling forward this leg for some reason. So work through the range from the ankle. And we're going to come back in the middle and then back down. We're going to do the stepping forward or hopping forward, or just 1 second. I don't knew that. I saw a delivery guy in here. So just stand on there. Thank you. Okay, so back onto that. And then usually I go through each part onto that. Start where you feel is the most comfortable at the beginning. And then you can go towards the less comfy part. So you're gonna kind of suction the foot 3 areas at the front, the toes, and just very close under that part. And then roll it down a bit more to the middle part, like the upper middle, and the middle. Good. And then you can go towards the heel as well. And you can just change these ones as you wish, as your body is allowing you to do. And when you're doing this and you feel you are more in a movement, feels a bit more fluent, just pop your hands on the hips and then just try to keep those hips still. So you see when I go back, my hip just kind of slanted back down. It would be nice to keep all the time up and in the same level. Yeah? So that means the pressure is constantly on. Yeah? So just work it through. Exhale and inhale. Oh. Good. One more. And then we're gonna switch to the other side. So I know at the beginning it's even really, if you find it really hard, just do a bit of shifting the weight, okay? So don't rush straight away stepping. Everyone has their limit onto the spiky ball. So you could start by shifting the weight to the front and then back. And then once you're ready, you can start doing small steps, and watch the other ball is not near you, so you're not falling over fully. And again, just if you can pay attention of which part of that sole feels really tight, which one can't really stand that weight on there. You see even. Good, well done. Forward and backwards, a few more times. Just traveling through, up and down, where you wish. Good. And then once you're heading off, just put your feet down. And even the 5 minutes of warming up on the feet, probably you feel is so nice and grounded, feels open and relaxed on there. So you just see the results on there with the forward roll. Just exhale, come forward, hang down there. Bringing your head down, chin down. And then I feel a bit more open, or feel a bit more opening from the back, from the lower back as well. Hang down there, keep the feet really nicely open and rested. Well done, and we're gonna slowly come back up. Good, well done. And back in. Okay, last little set, we usually finish with that. Under your heels, Press it down. Don't stay that long if you feel this is too much. Just a little upper body I'm going to do on there, okay? So a little upper body warming up. Sorry. So under your heels, a little bend. Find your neutral spine. And then back in the middle. Now you can't really see me from the camera. Try not to bring too much arms out. Just opening the arms and back in. Don't bring too far back. Just stay in your, call it like a peripheral vision. So from the corner of your eyes, you could see your arms and just drop the shoulders, lengthen through the crown of your head. The heels are engaged. Start getting a bit more working on the pelvic floor, and then just get 2 more. Bring it up, and we're going to do scissoring. One arm up, one down. One arm up, one down. Again, the same, just lengthening through from the crown of your head. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Last one. And then bring it down. Good. Bring both arms up. Open to the side. Pull or bring it back in. Open into the other side. Gently in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Back and down. Good. Just circle the shoulders a few times. And do 2 mermaid stretch. Now if you really had enough, step up from the wall, okay? Do without it. Roll gently to the middle. Come back up. On the other side, left up and over. Open onto the side. Roll forward. Come back up. And last one on each side. Roll in the middle. Back up. Shift into the other side. Roll forward. And off we go. Come on, step off there. Good. Move on to there. So you're gonna put back my mats. Have a sip of water if you want to. And you can do a forward roll. Ready for the 4-point kneeling. You're gonna do a bit of the calf stretch. And then if you find the bigger ball, just in case, bring it towards you as well. I'm not gonna grab that one, okay? So you can do a bit more fluently going down and then to 4-point kneeling. You're gonna do these sequences, did the last one with the stretching and opening from the calf. I like this one on the knees and on the calf stretches. I find it really, we don't do this often, but it's nice to do when we do. Make sure we keep this one in. So we're going to sit down, and every time this pain just shoots back, isn't it? It's not so comfy, kind of thing you get used to it. Well, I can't really get used to this. So you just gently sit down. Shirin, I don't know if you've done this before. So you just put the ball right to this little corner, to your closest to your back of the knee, and then very gently, the aim is to sit down onto that ball, bringing our hands back and aiming to bring the bum down, yeah? There you go. Well done. Someone's doing that, isn't it? Well done. Okay. Working it through. Exhale and inhale. Good. I like to rock a little bit, but you could stay a little bit forward and backwards. And we're going a bit down, so you're just rolling the ball slightly further. And then do the same. So just digging to that biggest part of the muscle of those calf. Good. See if you can move the hands slowly a bit back down. Well done. Mine will sometimes flops to the side, so feel free to rearrange it. And just either forward and backwards rock. Sideways to give a little massage from sideways.
Shibun is quite nice for you for your running, releasing tension on your calf. We're going a bit more lower down as the last one. I can do this one the best. So you really start bending down there.
And it's so nice for the knees. So hopefully, Nikki, you feel it. When I had knee pain, this opening really helped me. Just opening on the knees and the front. So it's always nice to see opening and relaxing things from the back can change and bring things aligned at the front. Muscle groups. Okay, last little one. Bring it as far down as a fourth. See if you can sit on it just a little bit. Well done. And then we're gonna gently roll it out. And then just sit on your knees, heels. Yeah, so I really like the result, just like how easy it feels, just like rounding to sit back down. Good, let's go to 4-point kneeling back again. Bringing your hands closer. Start using my towel just to see me under properly. So hands a bit closer, and we're gonna tuck, 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 tuck. And tuck back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And coming back one more. Push, 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 push up. Chin tucking under. Back in the middle. We're going to do with the hips. So back to the neutral. Bringing your hands back. And just a bit of release into the lower back. Just exhale. And inhale. Well done. Wherever it feels good. Just do a bit movement. And then you could do sideways, swinging, and in the same time, joining the cat stretch in moving the hips from side to side, and the spine up and back down. So it's mobilizing a bit differently the spine together. And then we can change direction. One more. That felt good, isn't it? And then we're gonna just sit back down, reaching the arms forward, bringing the forehead down. Feel again, you really slowly, like with reaching with the fingertips nice and forward, so you're stretching from the arms, keeping the forehead down, and as much as you can draw the shoulders away from the ear. Well done. So nice opening and reaching forward. And then we're gonna come back up. And we're gonna do a small little press ups and a little bit preparation from this. So when the hands are nice and forward as we reach forward, try to keep into this position. Very gently go forward, not too much, because the range is just like first level. And we're going to a nice press up down there, okay? 1, 2. Tuck the tailbone under and don't let it drop. So you might push a bit more under, feeling onto the tummy, engaging there. And one more. And then sit back down. So the nice stretch with this one, your hands are almost staying in the same position. Just reach forward and rest. And you ready? Come back again. Elbows coming side and then back up. Going gently down and up. Watch your knees and your tummy. Just keep the tummy really nicely. Draw inwards. It's not sucking in, but just keep the tummy in a way that is supporting your spine. Just feel it's holding you stronger. And then sit back to recap. One more set of both, yeah? So about 5 if you feel tired, 3 if you can push to 5, push to 5. Just watch that every time you come into this position, have a little opening from the neck,
Keep the head up, don't drop it on arches, it's somewhere in the middle. And then just tailbone under and go. Exhale, inhale. So it's not too much about going down. You don't need to go deep down. Watch what happens with the tummy. So try to contribute the weight from the arms towards the tummy. Good work. Bring your chest forward a bit more. Good. And then sit back down. Good. So if you're keeping, I know wrist is hurting, I finish with this one. Last one, last one. Rest, Shireen, if you feel is really strong. I'm gonna do the release on that. And then back. Okay, so watch the tailbone, connect to the tummy. 2 more. And then sit back and rest. Good. Finish with this one. We're gonna release onto the wrist. Once you in the rest position, just open and close your hands to fist and open. And then when you're ready, just sit yourself up. Just sit on your knees and circle around. Shake it, shake it, shake it down. Good. Move it around. Okay, I'm gonna come back to the lifting after that. Okay, I'm not gonna do the press down with the ball in the middle. I'm gonna do this one. Hopefully I don't forget it, because it's quite nice engagement to the lower one. But let's do, grab the ball and then pop it between your ankles and then open your knees. So I teach this one, especially now more into it online, and I kind of feel like it's good to be a bit more, not so much on the on the standing position. So opening the knees and squeezing in the ball, it gives you an extra little work onto the glutes, but not just on the glutes when you're kind of thinking of the front one from here. So hold it there for a bit and then just squeeze. Feel what happens when you're squeezing from the ankle and release it back down. So again, just squeeze and release. Really lovely retraining. So postnatally, Shireen, this is so nice. And then someone is just like kind of finding it where to connect is really nice way to do. So squeeze a little bit and release. Okay, find your neutral back whilst we're still in this still position. Just check your neutral back, which is not arching, which is not too much forward. So it's still in the middle. And find this one is coming quite naturally and quite, not intense, but kind of feeling it, okay? Okay, whilst I'm doing this, let's do this. Okay, so holding on to the ball right now, kind of happening to my arm, and I thought this is good actually. So holding on to the ball, just a gentle squeeze, and we're going to do opening on the chest and back. Exhale and inhale. Good, well done. Shoulders down, drop the shoulders, lengthen through. And we're going to do open and turn the palms down, reach downwards with the fingertips, fold it back in. Exhale, reach, inhale. And then just keep working through then. Pushing back, reaching out. Exhale and inhale. One more. Reach out, lengthen through the head, and do a bit of rotation here as well. Good work. One more. And then we're going to fold it back and down. Okay, we're going to do some sitting down, pushing back up. Sitting down, and then don't just push yourself up with your leg. Connect to the tummy. Push back up, okay? So keep going. Exhale and inhale. Exhale, inhale. Good. So start working on the legs, but so nicely onto your core. So you see I'm kind of a little bit hinged forward, like this sideways. So I'm going to keep my position slightly forward. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. So you're almost sitting down. You're almost like putting the bum down, but not just yet, or just touching and then pushing back up. Don't drop too much the head, but keep just slightly looking downwards. Good. Do two more. Gonna come back towards the middle. And we're gonna start doing just halfway. So not quite forward, not quite back, somewhere in the middle. Connect with the arms, bringing the arms up and elbows to the side level with the shoulders. Push back in. Exhale. Inhale. So you start feeling from the tummy, squeezing onto that ball. Hope you're feeling it. I hope I can explain to you what to feel. If your back starts hurting from this position, please rest. Good. Just rest. Because sometimes it doesn't connect to the tummy. So if you don't feel it there, just come back and do it in standing, okay? But you're feeling it there. Two more to do. Good. So Jenna just doing upstanding, yeah? So just do this way. Okay, so if you're ready and connecting a bit deeper, two more. And then relax, back down. Good, we're going to do the swimming same way, okay? So if you're not quite sure your back is hurting, you do the swimming up like this. If you're able to push and then feel your back is supported like this, we're gonna do the swimming with a slight back and hanging forward or hinging forward. So using on the arms, but in the same time, feeling the tummy is holding you. So I'm feeling it, just kind of feel my talk and my slightly coming out of breath as well. So you just work through a low level. You don't need to do you feeling really, really out of breath. It's maybe just me getting tired. And then we're going to change direction, reaching down, over the head, back down. So it's like opposite way, back down. Concentrate to that engagement down there. Last one, and hopefully you feel it by your arms and shoulders as well. And then off we go, we're back. Good. Okay, leaning a little bit down. See if you can touch. And then come back up gently, okay? So you're going down and touch. I'm gonna go from here, Nikki. I know your knee's gonna feel it by now. I'm gonna go two more and then back up. Change into the opposite side. So you just lean and back down. I'm tighter on my left side. I find it harder to reach down. And then you see which side is a little bit. Just watch the hip doesn't tilt back. Keep it forward or level, okay? And then head back in the middle. Two more. And we're going to do a nice little finish from here. Okay. Arms behind head. I'm gonna do this way better, okay? 3 and 3. 3. In the middle, change to the other side. 1, 2. And hold it there. Stretch and back. Stretch and back. One more. Good. Back in the middle. Change to the other side. Stretch and back. Stretch and back. Last one to go. Good. Well done. And we're going to bend the legs. And then if cross-leg neck is really painful now, kneeling, just go to cross-leg. And then, or anybody else, and then just do a bit of a forward roll. So wherever way you are now. Good. So cross leg or high kneeling, just stretch onto that back a bit. And if you have a ball, roll the ball to one side. Open back. With cross leg, you might feel in your hip as well. Going on to the other side. And then back. Good. 2 more. Well done. Well done, well done. Okay, just a quick one to the cross leg. So change everyone to cross leg. And we're going to do this little lengthening and pushing up and twisting. And then back. So use the hand to push away. And then if you know this one better, you can use the cross arm, pushing the hand back. And we're going to do on the opposite side as well. So what I like to do from here, when I lengthen and pushing myself back up, connect back again towards the core. So don't grip too much onto the thighs. Just let this one go and connect back to lengthen. One more on each side. See if you can do. Good. Last one. And then back in. Circle the shoulders. And we're going to go with the spiky ball down again, okay, under our bums, and I start working on to hip openings. So anything tight or anything you feel under your hips and pelvis is hurting or not feeling stable, just please let me know. And I'm going to skipping those ones or speed, just give some kind of alternatives on there. Get something under your head and then go through these nice little spikes under your bum to the outer side. So not in the middle, slightly to the two sides. And then just wiggle yourself into the position. So once you are here, just swing a little bit from side to side. Again, just get a massage in there. And then in the same way, you could go a bit with the lower back, arch and flat. Flatten your lower back. And then stay in the middle. Okay, so this is how we usually start, finding a neutral head and neck position just quickly. Back align. And if you know this exercise, you could do alternate leg. If it's the first time, opening one single leg to the side. Trying to say it this way. Yes, you're opening one leg and then back in the middle. Open and close. Okay, start feeling again a connection towards the glutes. You could switch to the other side as well, or if you are really good at this one, you could do alternate legs. And again, at the beginning, the range might be shorter, but slowly feel free to open nicely towards the hips. Just go with your body, okay? Wherever it feels nice. This exercise is a low impact one, but can work nicely once you start feeling the engagement into your lower abdominal. And let's do a little alternate one. Just watch the opposite knee, stay still, alternate leg just a few times. And then be aware of your lower back position. See what's happening there. Keep the hips aligned. Really, really lovely work. Good. Back to the middle. If you think that's enough and you want to rid of that ball because it's painful, just do without it, okay? One leg up into tabletop. Exactly the same. 6 in the right, 6 into the left. Good. Well done. Feel this is a bit more stronger, bit more on. When away is really nice. If you want to a bit more challenging on your balance, you could bring your arm up and you could start opening the arm with it too. Stay really still from the trunk. 2 more. And we're going to shift to the other side. Just gently lower one leg down in the arm.
and start with the simple one, okay? So just bring it up, find your neutral, open and close, start with short range, bring it up. If you know what you're doing, bring the opposite arm up. Good little work. Start opening the arm with it. Open, close, open, close. One more to go. Back in the middle and down. Gonna go one more higher. So just see if you need to rearrange that ball, setting still onto the side of the bum. So the bum is here and then coming to the outer edge. It's not really easy to kind of show it to you, but to the side. Don't put on the bones ever. Bringing one leg up to tabletop and see if you can bring the other one up. Only if your back feels safe with it, okay? And then the same, one arm to the side, close back in. If your back feels no, please don't do it, okay? Just go back into a lower level and repeat it again. Now, if you really know what you're doing, up single leg and switch to the other one. If you feel, okay, this is really challenging, just stay small range and back in. Small. And connect back to the tummy because it's a higher load. The leg might just want to take over. So push back down. Let's do 2 more. And then we're going to bring both knees to the chest. And then just for a split second, remove your balls from there and gently just rock to the side. And then back, gently down. Exhale and inhale. Good, you could shift your knees from side to side. And we're going to go back a little bit with the legs stretching forward and back, okay? So same with the ball, okay? We're going to do this, okay? If you're ready, we're going to put the ball slightly closer towards each other, but not directly next to each other, because if I put next directly, they're pressing onto my spine, and we do not want to touch that. Okay, so just back it again into the middle part, so slightly more in-centered with the ball, and then bring again to neutral spine, lifting one leg up and down, just march a little bit through there. See if you can bring opposite arm with it if you're feeling your balance is really good today. Okay, so if you want just to focusing onto your core, just do nicely. And watch what happens from the lower section. So it's always I talk about is when you're talking about centering below the belly button, just keep that really release the tailbone down and see you have a nice opening from the lower section of your tummy. So keep it there. Don't tighten it too strong, just a nice opening level. Feel this widening down, sinking towards your inner spine. Okay, one leg up into tabletop, sending it out and back in. Sending it out and back in. Join the arm again if you're ready. Exhale, inhale. Lengthen and do an extra push. And in. Exhale, inhale, one more. And then switch down to the opposite side. Good, back up. And do without arm just a few times. Check your neutral spine. Nothing is hurting onto your lower back. If it does hurt, take the ball out. And then say, out, in, out, in, out. And then we're going to do one more. Good, well done. Gonna do one more stretch, okay? So if you feel really tired, do just straighten down, okay, towards the mat. Alternate one. So this is the low level if you don't want to come higher. So you're just reaching down. If you want to do one little step forward up, one leg up into tabletop, bringing the other one up.
We're going to start sending it out, back in. Sending the leg out, back in. Out, in, out. And don't lower it down, okay? So it's just up, up. Watch what happens with the tummy. You still need to work onto that engagement, onto the core, keeping the spine supported and your lower back. And then you could go a bit more onto flow. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take the ball out, releasing with a good. Bring it down, bring the tailbone down. Rock there for a bit from side to side. You could put the ball under your palms a little bit. You could roll it on your hands, and you can do a little, either with the open leg, how I started. So you could do just a release. Or if you want a bit more deeper, keep them together and then roll to one side, turning the head to the other. Stay there. And using your hands onto the ball to push yourself back up, connecting towards the obliques a little bit back towards the core. Again, just use your ribs, the tummy to pull you back, turning the head to the opposite side, massaging it through towards your lower back if that feels good. If it's too strong, again, just gentle swaying. Gentle swaying, okay? Looking really good, this nice little release. Okay, back under our lower back. Now this is the time when you kind of feel this is on a tiny bit on the bone as well. So I wanted to kind of bring it under your lower back. Just only gonna do the tilting of the pelvic tilt, okay? And then just see if on the mat. Let's sit up quickly, try to show you. See, find your lower back. Still, I'm wearing gray with gray, so never really able to wear properly. See, that's your bum, that's the spine coming up, not on the spine, not onto the really high, but find a part on your back. And the ball just sits nicely for this few exercises. Okay, so under your lower back, only gonna do with this exercise in this position, just a pelvic tilt, okay? So some people might find this is a nice little release. My bum is not touching the floor. You could pop your hands underneath and you just feel this gentle, again, like a seesaw. So just lifting and gently down, up and down. Okay, you don't need to do anything deeper. Okay, if you have a really deep curvature in the lower back, I would support you to do lifting the bum up. If you have quite flat back, I encourage you gently to drop a bit deeper, but no so deep one. Okay, so just a nice gentle one. 2 more to go. See what feels good. I'm gonna take the ball out. Good, well done. Lift the hips up and take the ball out. If you can, roll it under your feet, under your heels. Yeah? From here, we're going to do shoulder bridge. So the toes are resting on the mat, the heels, the balls under the heels. We're gonna do a shoulder bridge from there, just a gently shifting towards the ball, the heels, and then roll gently down. Okay, so just this. Exhale, coming up. And then slowly rolling down. So working quite a lot of articulation with the spine with this one. Feel this, you're peeling away. Gently going down. We're going to do the next one. We're going to stay there. Scooping up. And remember, we're not coming this high up. We keep this nice, relaxed hips and coming back to is the pelvic floor. If you can, lift the arms up and do some scissoring with the arm. Okay, so I have a block under my head that doesn't feel so good for my head and neck. So if you have the same, feel free to just quickly rid of it for this exercise. Yeah, see if you think it's all again personal preferences, just which one you do. You start feeling the spike again on your heels, that's a good job. Connect back to is the pelvic floor, deep tummy muscles, just a little lengthening on the arms, chin gently tucking on back. Almost finished with this one. Back in the middle, lower the arms and lower your spine back down. Good. Take the ball out. And then we're going to put the ball on around our shoulder blades. So slightly higher, just like slightly above where your bra is. Yeah? So one onto the right shoulder blades, one onto the left one. Of course, you can make it higher up as well. Again, I think if you put it lower down, that's a very strong stretch, okay? So you're gonna feel that, you're gonna find it strong. So further you bring it, more you can manage, okay? So lying down on your back, grab that block under your head. You need slightly bigger block than usual, okay? So find something, a cushion, something which, because we're going to travel higher up, your head and neck needs some support, okay? And then one of the easiest way to do, so if you're lying on your side, you're going to put one ball down and it kind of feel aligned with the ball one on, and then you're lying down on your side, and then you try to kind of flick the other one like this underneath. If you're not quite sure, good luck to roll to the other side and just rearrange it, yeah? So you just gentle rock from one side and find a position where you can see and then kind of stop yourself in the middle. Okay, so once you are down there, you could always lift the bum up and then just shift yourself up and back down and find a position where you kind of feel we can do some work, okay? And then we can move into this, just a little moving around, digging into the shoulder blades. I feel it too. And then once you're done with that part, just check your neck and head alignment. So bringing the chin under. And then once you're ready, we're going to do just a nice scissoring here as well. One arm up and back down. You know, I feel it too. So don't really think that, oh, she's easy. I haven't done the spiky ball, I think, last week or week before we did. So just a nice little opening. Watch the chin. Exhale and inhale. Watch the neutral spine again. So try not to really grip too much from there. Good. Now we're going to bring the arms up and then small circles on each. Small, like a little balloon. Do 2 balloons on each hand or arm. And see if the balloons can go slightly bigger and bigger each and every circle. So working through the shoulders, still connect to the pelvic floor. There you go. Well done. One more. And down. Good. Okay. Now let's go a little bit on the tummy. Put your hands under your head, and if you can, lift yourself up lightly. There you go. Keep the head heavy. Feet are flat, neutral spine. Small little coming up, small. Exhale and inhale. So it's pushing onto the spiky ball, but also start working onto the tummy. Up and back down. If the ball doesn't fit right, just rearrange it. Just find a way where you can feel it's a bit easier to do. Keep the neck nice and long at the back. Exhale and inhale. Small little coming up. Small. Pushing the ribs back towards the spikes. And feel really stable from below the belly button. Feel the tailbone is down. Don't do this.
Don't do changing from here. So if you start using from your, I don't know if you can see, if you start using and lifting from the bum, just see if you can relax that part down. Keeping your hand onto that lower tummy and see it stays flat. Okay, if you're not quite sure. So keep that one. It's really hard because the brain is really like to trick us whenever things is getting hard, and then to switch to, and especially in Pilates, we try to isolate the muscle. We don't want so many to work suddenly together. We want to kind of strengthen each and every of them separately. So, should be done, isn't it? Let's go a bit of sideways. This is a bit painful, so just a little bit. Go to one side at a time if you think shifting over is really painful. But do at least 8 and to the right. Good. Keep the elbows wide. Keep the elbows wide. Just see again from your corner of the eyes. Good, that's it. Small one, really small one, Shireen. Good, little movement. You see I'm hardly coming up. I'm rather working on through massaging my back and get used to it. You could switch to the other side. The obliques are still working. If you're able to engage down to your neutral back. Exhale and inhale. Good, well done. I'm going to bring the head back down onto that block. And I'm going to take that one out. Okay, so take it out gently, one by one. And relax it back down. Feels good, isn't it? So take it out. You okay, Jenna? Is he okay? Did it hurt? I unmute you. Did it hurt?
I just couldn't get it. I'll watch the recording. Send me the link and I'll
We're gonna
try again.
Here. This was, I know this is always really hard to make sure it's in the correct position, but take it off right now. We're gonna do a few sitting ups without it. Exactly the same we're gonna do, okay? So just back to that and the lying down.
And then just do, you could make it up slightly higher onto that. And then just a small sitting up. Okay, so just a small, nice sitting up. So you kind of feel, hopefully after the ball, you feel this one is really easy, really nicely and fluently rolling through the upper back. You could change legs. And if you want, you could add extending the leg. Pulling in, extending it out, pull, out, pull, out, pull, out. And another 4, 3, 2. And we're gonna hold it up, either this way or down. Hold it there and do little pulses. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring the head down. Stretch the arms. Open your chest and your tummy as well. We're gonna bring the ball. The last part, we do a nice, we have 4 more minutes to do a nice releasing. So if you have a pillow, just bring it next to it. Basically the ball coming up under your, we call it like upper trapezius. So you like upper your shoulders. So this is when you feel the stress, the tension. So we're gonna dig in here a little bit now. And then a bit of arm movements. Again, nothing onto your spine, nothing onto any bony part, just onto that muscle, onto the upper shoulder, yeah? Upper shoulders, yeah? Okay, so gonna come into slightly into a angled one. So you see the ball under my cushion or block, and I'm gonna place my
shoulders up on there. Again, just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle with that. And then we're gonna do some shoulder bridge on there. So just a 2 or 3 shoulder bridge. Going down, see if it's digging in there a bit. So you can get to that little pressure point. One more to go. And then coming back down, okay? So you get the feeling of digging in, chin tucking on the lifting the arms, and open and close. Exhale, inhale. Okay, so go through this lovely opening, elbows soft. Don't need to go so far down because you already lifted with the ball. And then we can do up and back down, so going from sideways, long ways, one arm up, one down. Good work. And we're going to bring both arms up, elbows level with the shoulders. Squeeze back in, so working under the shoulder base. Lovely, lovely feeling. Exhale, going down. Inhale, back in. Exhale. Inhale. These are really, really nice with the spiky balls. Good. Last one. We're going to stay down there, and you know what's going to happen. Just going to flattening the back of the palm back in. Flatten. Keep the elbows up in the air. And don't forget to breathe. Relax the tailbone. And then over the head. Back down. Over the head. Close your eyes and back in. Feel whatever movement you're doing. And it's nice and relaxing. Just go for it. So I kind of feel like hovering my elbows about inches above the mat. And just gently over my head. And back down. Okay?
Well done, everyone. Well done, well done, well done. That was a quick get up, isn't it? Well done, Nikki. Well done, everyone. So once you finished, I don't rush you up. On Thursdays, I always have a other class straight away. So I don't want you to just quickly run. Take your time. If you need to go, just go. And then if you have anything, just message me, please, or just say quick right now. I'm going to send you the recording, Jenna. See you all. Fumi, you okay? All good? Shireen? All good? All right then. See you all. Bye, Shireen. Bye-bye, everyone.